Welcome to Smart Remarks, where it's all Sarah Palin all the time in my nightmares.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
So Sarah Palin's in the news again, God help us, because she read a book. She wrote a book, Going Rogue in American Life. It's out there now. And so she's been on Oprah, and she's been on Barbara Walters, and she's been all over Fox News, as if that's anything new. Her supporters, of course, are, in addition to being outraged, they are thrilled because Palin goes after her critics in the book. And not only that, it's the opening salvo in what is sure to be her run for the GOP presidential nod in 2012. And we're going to make a little prediction here at Smart Remarks. Not only is she going to run for the GOP nomination, she's going to win it. There is nobody else. Yeah, I know Romney's going to run probably, and Huckabee and Pawlenty, maybe even Tricky Ricky Santorum, but they might as well give it up. They don't have a chance. Palin is the face of the Republican Party. She's the embodiment of the base's outrage. And who's going to criticize Palin and thus implicitly criticize the base? Good Lord, Republicans aren't even allowed to disagree with Rush Limbaugh. And they're going to diss Palin? Not in your life. And without it, you can't campaign against her. She is going to win the Republican nomination in 2012. And then she's going to be crushed in the general election. Now, there's obviously a lot of time between now and then. A lot of things could happen if the economy's still in the dumps. All bets might be off. But Palin's problem is her inability to reach beyond the base. Her appeal revolves around her cultural populism, the outrage of the base against the elites who think they know everything but don't know anything about real America. But here in the midst of the Great Recession, a little economic populism is going to be necessary to broaden her appeal. Neither Palin nor the Republican Party are capable of embracing economic populism. If Palin had any brains, she'd realize that many of her followers, but I'm betting most of her followers, have 4- and 5-digit Visa or MasterCard bills, and their interest rates have just gone up. And so when Palin says, key to the economy is deregulation and less taxes for business, her supporters think, Citibank's a business, isn't it? So is less regulation going to help me, or is it going to hurt me? Palin's economic message boils down to conservative boilerplate. Let the rich keep more of their money and maybe some of it will trickle down. If you don't have health insurance, well, that's too bad. And if you can't afford your mortgage because you bit off more than you can chew, even though maybe when you bit you had a job and now you don't. That may fly with some heartland types who like the idea of having someone just like them in the White House. But for the rest of America, you need a little substance. Sarah Palin just doesn't have it.
Putin rears his head and comes into the airspace of the United States of America. Where do they go? It's Alaska. It's just right over the border. It is.